And all right, guys, and welcome. That was just a short clip of the Indigenous People of Biafra, the leader, that's Nnamdi Kanu, present in the court today. That's the Federal Court of Abuja, Federal High Court of Abuja today. It was so disastrous. There was a chaos, a menace, the despicable act, took place today when the council, the legal council, at the end of the legal council, as well as the J from the eastern part of this country, Nigeria, was prevented from getting into the court. A lot of things happened today that we have captured in the video. We're trying to do a bit of editing before we can be able to post them online, but we thought we should just come to you and talk to you about what has happened so far today. Just like you're aware that he was present in the court today, whether to plead guilty or plead not guilty of 7-count charges of terrorism and the treasonable felony that was actually filed against him. It was initially 5-count charges that was leveled against him, but it was previously raised up to 7-count charges, which, ranging from treasonable felony to terrorism and the rest of things like that. And as a matter of fact, he has pleaded not guilty to these particular charges. These charges, he has pleaded not guilty to them. And as a matter of fact, not guilty, he said. A lot of things has been gathered together to say even preventing his legal counsel to get into the courtroom was even against the law, and many more things like that took place today, which make the sittings, which made the hearing to be a little bit shady and shaky in the presence, to the face and to the interest of the entire Nigerians that were present at the Federal High Court today. He pleaded not guilty, just like I said, in the Federal High Court of Abuja. Not only that, we had a British envoy who came from the United Kingdom to witness the hearing today, and they were allowed to go in anyway, so to actually witness what exactly has happened today. We have not been able to actually gather the picture of what actually took place in the courtroom, but what has happened outside of the courtroom was what we were able to gather and brought to you today for you to see. It's quite very, very sad. Reno Omokri, that was the former presidential aide to the former president, that's Goodluck Jonathan, was not left out of this particular incident. He actually has spoken with regard to what issues has been leveled against him. Reno Omokri said the leader of the Indigenous People of Biafra, Nnamdi Kanu, being charged with insulting President Buhari is an abuse of power. All right, that's exactly what Reno Omokri has said. If you don't know who Reno Omokri is, he's the one on the screen. He said that Nnamdi Kanu abused the president of Nigeria and is being charged for that. Is an abuse of power. He went further to say, Reno Omokri noted that the president Buhari himself had allegedly insulted former president Goodluck Jonathan, Olusegun Obasanjo, and Musa Yar'Adua. He added that if insulting Buhari is a crime, then all Nigerians, including his wife Aisha, should be prosecuted for the same reason. So he has actually come out to say, you know what? The president Muhammadu Buhari himself has actually accused this past president, and if Nnamdi Kanu has abused him is a crime, then all of the aforementioned, the Nigerians, are also guilty as charged. To be honest, that's exactly what he said. He was there and he said his mind. He said, if General Muhammadu Buhari feels slighted that Nnamdi Kanu allegedly called him an idiot, a pedophile, and a terrorist, then he should sue him for libel, slander, or defamation in a civil court. Expressing a negative image about someone, even a president, is not a criminal offense. Charging Nnamdi Kanu for insulting Buhari is an abuse of power. That was exactly what he said in that. We still try as much as possible to gather more videos, more evidence, more proofs, more instances with regard to what happened in the courtroom today. As soon as we get that, we'll be bringing it to your notice and to your hearing. If this is your first time to this channel, subscribe so you can be updated with regard to what has happened. And if you are a returning subscriber, welcome. Like us and share us. We're on Instagram, we're on Twitter, We are on Facebook as well. Try as much as possible to follow us on this platform. So the summary of it all is that Nnamdi Kanu has pleaded not guilty to the 7-count charges. Today we had British envoy who came from the United Kingdom to witness the trial. Today, only God knows what he has in his mind with regard to the trial and what has happened outside of the courtroom. I mean, the entire drama. So he has pleaded, and the case has now been adjourned again to the 10th of November. So he will be coming again into the court to continue the trial on the 10th of November. So between now and the 10th of November, a lot of things will be gathered. So for you not to be left out, try as much as possible to subscribe so that you will be notified once we are able to drop each of the clip as they come. So guys, you have to be very, very careful. This is really important. Don't take this for granted. Look at this guy on the screen. As handsome as he is, he's got 2 children. He has an Indonesian wife. He was poisoned by his friend out of jealousy. This is what we keep saying to you, that be distant to your friends and don't be too close to them and don't be too far away from them, if you know what I'm talking about. He was poisoned in Indonesia. His name is Chisom, but popularly known as Mikky Miguel. His name is. He was poisoned by his friends due to jealousy because he's acquired a bit of items, worldly properties than his friend. He is well-to-do, he's okay, he's trying his best in Indonesia, but that his friend has not been able to really gather much. And out of envy, he poisoned him. As a matter of fact, he was a so wicked guy that he had to poison him to die slowly, a slow death, as you can see it in the pictures, slow death before the guy actually passed out. This is really, really sad. And this guy actually just buried his father about a few months ago. Very, very, very sad. So, guys, you need to be very careful, extremely careful at all times, at all costs. His burial arrangement is yet to be announced, but as soon as that is set, we will definitely bring it to your notice and for you to actually know what's up with regard to his burial arrangement. It's quite sad. That took place in Indonesia. He's a married man of 2 children and an Indonesia woman. May his soul continue to rest in peace, and God will continue to comfort his wife and the 2 children he left behind. That is a wicked word, to be honest. Try as much as possible to be very, very careful. Now, if you look at this very short clip I'm going to show you before you leave, it's about a pastor who has taken time to flog his church member, both adults and the young ones, male and female members of the church. He said he wanted to see if they have the capacity to take the anointing, to take the work of God on. And he asked them to lay flat on the altar and flog them. What is it with this altar these days? What is it with this altar? In one of our videos, we saw a pastor that was having sexual intercourse with the wife of one of his members right on the altar. And this one is another one. There's another one just coming. We are still putting the videos together. It's happened in Kenya just today. Same on the altar. This one was even trying to have his own at the back of the altar, behind the curtain of the altar. He was trying to have sex there, but he was caught. We're trying to put the video together. We come with our evidence. So we bring that to you as soon as we are done with our findings, and editing as well. So this man was actually beating his people, beating the church members, asked them to lay flat and flog them in the butt with his belt. It's really bad. That's what Christianity has turned to, but we hope that someday the eyes of our people will begin to open gradually for them to see that this is no way. The Christianity that we used to practice is not what we are practicing now. A lot of things have been mixed with it. May God continue to help us. So guys, if you are a returning subscriber, just like I said earlier on, welcome. Thank you very much for that. And if you're yet to subscribe, we have a lot of coming, a lot of updates coming, information is power. Try as much as possible to join the boat, subscribe to the channel, like us and give us a thumbs up, comments. Follow us on Instagram, Twitter, as well as Facebook. You will get us on those platforms as well. And we will be bringing you update with regard to these ones and to the one I mentioned. And until next time, when I'll be coming your way, this is Chisom Media Network. Take care and have a nice day. Bye.